usually in this connection, they would fill your cup, you would fill theirs, everybody was fine. If you had a bad day, they would pick you up. If they had a bad day, you would pick them up. But it turns out more recently that this person had, I can't even talk, I don't want to say it, I can tell this is hard for you, has had more bad days than good. And you find yourself emptying your cup more and more. Unfortunately, when you do fill their cup up, they empty that out too. So you empty yourself just to fulfill them, and they still disrespect you and dump that out as well. I do feel that. There's something where there's a little bit of manipulation at play. There's somebody not really wanting to hold themselves accountable. They're not facing themselves. I think this goes both ways. I think this is them not facing themselves, and I also think it's you not wanting to face what it actually is right now. I think it's hard for you to look at. I think that to really say out loud that it's come to this, that's a hefty burden. And to see what's come of you, how you've allowed yourself to be so drained and so disrespected and so manipulated and so left to pick up all the pieces by yourself. Something is coming through really strong about y'all really do pick up where the other leaves off. So this is very hard for you to admit, you know, there's no leaving off. This is really just who they are now, and it's hard for you to come to terms with, because you would never want this person to be embarrassed. You would never want this person to really ruin their reputation and have people start viewing them for who they are in this way, in this light. And you kept telling yourself, this is just a phase, this is just a phase, this is just a phase. But it's not a phase. This has gone on way too long, and this is actually who they are. You've seen them do things that you thought they would never do. You've seen them be around people you thought they'd never be around. They have hurt you in more ways than one, and ways that you thought that they could never. And they've hurt themselves in more ways than one, and you thought they would never do that, but yet here they are on repeat. They've really become an enemy to you. And it's really hard because I can sense it, that they were your best friend at one point. But they quite literally are your biggest enemy, your biggest opposition at this point. You know now for a fact that you can't trust this person, and that breaks your heart. They can't even trust themselves, and that breaks your heart.